Hi Geminis, and welcome. This is your general scope for the week of April 10th, 2017. And before we begin, there's something else I wanted to add about the Mercury in retrograde. So if you haven't watched my other videos, Mercury is a planet of communication, and it goes retrograde from April 9th to May 3rd. And you can feel the effects 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after. So what happens is your computers start acting up, acts a little funky, cell phones start acting up, getting a little fun. Anything that has to do with communication will go array. I already experienced the cell phone thing this morning. It was bothering me, very, very frustrating. And what else goes on is there's a lot more domestic disputes, fightings, arguments, and a lot more car accidents on the road. But one thing I wanted to add is you don't want to be involved with any contracts at this time where Mercury is in retrograde, and that is from the 9th, April 9th to May 3rd. Things can really go wrong. This is from getting a new car, getting a new job, finding a new place, anything regarding contracts. And the reason why I say that is because there's going to be a lot more bumps in the road. It's going to be a long, dragged out process. Things, it might not even happen. It may fall through. There just may be a lot of miscommunications, but more on the lines of, I think that there'll just be a lot more bumps in the road and delays involved with that, or it just might not be the right time. But if you can't help it, like if you need to move, if you need to get a new car and you can't help it, then go for it. But I'm just saying, by experiences, that things can get a little complicated and a little real frustrating at this time. So with that being said, and I wasn't going to bring this up in the videos, but I had a comment in an Aries video, and I don't know if it's a he or a she, but I think it was a she, and she or he had said something about me that what I did, there's something, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but something that I did or do that is overbearing to this person, and I couldn't click into the comment, and because I think she or he unsubscribed for me, which I don't mind, and I wasn't very upset about the comment either. I thought it was I took it as constructive criticism, and the only thing that bothered me was I was not able to reply to this person. I wasn't going to be mean about it. I was just going to be thankful that this person made me aware of whatever bothered this person, but I couldn't, because once I clicked on it, the message wasn't even there. So I think that person unsubscribed, so I couldn't reply, which doesn't bother me. So I just wanted to pass that along. Wasn't anything big to me. It's just I really wanted to reply to this person. So without further ado, let's get started with you. So this is for the week of April 10th, 2017. Okay, a lot of cards are popping up from other signs that I did already. I just did 2. I did Aries and Taurus, and there seems to be a theme going on here. But it's for the beginning of the week, we have the 10 of Swords. Don't be alarmed by this card. It's just saying no more of this. No more pain, no more suffering. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of pain, probably through a lot of suffering. But this is a 10, and it's a card of completion. So it's saying no more of this, and you're moving on to the next card from this. Okay, so no more of that. And the next card we have is the 8 of Swords. You could be feeling quite constrictive at this time, and it could be your own thoughts and own beliefs that are putting you here. But when you look deeper into this card, this person could not bind themselves or bound themselves up. Somebody else has had to do it to them, and so it's making you feel constrictive. It could be because swords are about communication and thoughts. So like I say, the Mercury in retrograde, you want to watch your thoughts and how you communicate and how you react to how you respond to how others communicate and think. Okay, so you just want to be careful of that. It could also be maybe boundaries put up, but it's maybe the meat and potatoes is this is a restrictive card and you're feeling quite constrictive at this time, restrictive at this time. Okay, so just be aware of that. Next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So good fortune. This is a karmic card. You've come full circle. You've made a completion, a cycle. You completed it. So it's saying good fortune from here on, and you want to take advantage of this while it's going on, because this card continues to turn. And good thing it wasn't like this. That wouldn't be very good. But it is in the upright position, so it's saying good fortune, good karmic energies, good luck as well is here with you. It is a card of success as well. So another card of completion, but this is more on a successful level and of good fortune. And like I say, take advantage of that while it's still in the upright position. Next card we have is the Ten of Wands. So you've been carrying around a burden, or you've been maybe overwhelmed with some things. This is about midweek. This is about a Thursday card, but like I say, energy flows, so it could happen throughout any time of the week. But it is a completion again, another completion, the end of a cycle. So what you're doing now is you're going to be building something from these. So you haven't wasted your time with carrying around burdens or overwhelming yourself. Right now is whatever you have in your hands, you're going to use them to your benefit and build something new from that. So it is another card of completion. Next card we have, like I said, this card came up a couple of times already, is the Five of Cups. This is about worry, fear. This is on an emotional level. Worry, fear, grief, depression, feeling depressed, being in a depressive state, in a funky mood as well. This person is too focused on the cups that have fallen and needs to turn around and focus on the cups that are still standing upright. For those of you, there's probably a handful of you that are clinically depressed, can't help it. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just portraying the message here. But somehow you need to get yourself out of that and turn yourself around. So you might need medical attention regarding this. But for the rest of us, I say it's just being in a funk, being kind of feeling depressed and blah, and maybe don't know why. But like again, don't focus on the cups that have fallen. You want to turn yourself around. So it's okay to visit, just don't live here. Okay. And it looks like that with the good fortune, and I kind of related to that you will turn yourself around and focus on the cups that are still standing. Next card we have is the Eight of Cups, another emotional card. But this is saying that you're walking away from something that just no longer serves you anymore. This is another, like, it could be beliefs or an emotional, something emotional. It could be a relationship, any type of relationship, not just romantic. It could be a deep friendship that you had. Just doesn't no longer serve you anymore, and you're walking away from it. You're also guided, and you want to pay attention to that. You're also being guided to do this and make this move for you. It's about walking away, letting go, and moving forward. And last card we have, that's more of the weekend card. This is the end of the week. Nice card to have at the end of the week, and it is about a card about celebration, and there's a reason to celebrate for whatever reason that is. Maybe you're a good fortune coming through, a reason to celebrate that, or maybe getting away from that relationship that just no longer serves you anymore, and but it's a reason and cause to celebrate. It's also a card about celebration and connection as well. And again, this is an emotional card, but it's an excitement, feeling emotionally excited. Okay, so let's kind of recap here. So no more of that, no more pain, no more suffering. You just want to be careful, like I said, with the Mercury in retrograde. But you're in a place of completion, but then you're starting to feel restricted in some way. And like I said, just be careful of thoughts and the way you communicate, and watch how you react to the way someone thinks and communicates with you. So it could be someone else's thoughts and communication. It could be hurtful in the way, and you're feeling restricted on how you're reacting to the way that person is treating you. So but being in a restrictive state, and you want to kind of get out of that. And then we get to a card of completion, of success, completing a cycle, karmic energy, which is very good, and good fortune. And then we come to another card of completion, having been carrying around a heavy burden, being quite overwhelmed with something, but building from that. So you're moving on to the next card, card of completion. So now it's about building something from that you've been carrying around. And then you may be feeling in a funky mood, feeling depressed. There might be grieving going on for some reason, grieving something. It could have just happened, but it could have been something that is being reminded of you. Goes with the Eight of Swords as well. But you want to stop focusing on the cups that have fallen. You want to turn yourself around and look at the cups that are still standing. And then you need to walk away from something that just no longer serves you. So you're either going to be thinking about it, or you're going to be doing it. But there's guidance there for you, moving on. It's about moving on. And then a reason to celebrate, a cause for celebration. There's a connection there, emotional connection, and collaboration going on. But some reason to celebrate. It's very good energy, exciting energy, emotional excitement. So I thank you for watching. I bid you a very great week. Not too bad for you guys. Not too bad at all. So again, I bid you a very great week. Just remember, it takes two to tarot, and I bid you aloha. See you next week.